Should be back now. And I am. Okay. Here we go. Can you guys see this? No. Hmm, I guess I'll just have to welcome to the first person who's here. I don't know who it is. Um, Thank you though. Uh, I don't know really. I've never streamed on YouTube before, so I don't really know how you can switch the cameras. So I can show you guys the writing of the books. So, but I guess I can deal with this for a little bit. So the books I have writing right now, I'm working on, are The Son of a God, A Life-Changing Bet, A Mermaid's Soul, Cursed Wishes, and Rise of the Elements. Now, actually, I should just ask whoever's watching to what one they want to hear first. If you want to type in the chat which one you want me to work on first or listen to, by all means, do it. I recommend. Screw that. Or does that just count that I'm the only one watching? I don't know. Like I said, I've never streamed on this system before. Yeah, so it isn't me, because now I just joined in, because it's a... Oh, great, it's not gonna... No, no, I'm not doing that. Okay, get rid of that. Still, for some reason, can't see anything. And I do. Thank you for joining in. Hope a lot of more people start joining in. I don't know. Actually, I could do this. Not that. Not that either. Turn that all the way down. And do that. Why does it keep doing that with the oh, they left. A little close to my face. Okay. Going to work. But don't want to. Doesn't fucking. I don't know why it's not doing that. Oh, so I did have two. I just didn't. Okay. Uh, hello, welcome. If you're new or if you're the old person, the same person that came back, still waiting on a one to choose. So if you're new, the books, in the description, yes, I will be writing books on here, like, going over them, maybe having some suggestions from you guys and whatnot. So the books I have are The Son of God, Life Changing Bet, The Mermaid's Soul, Cursed Wishes, and Rise of the Elements. So I guess you choose on which one I write. I start on, or pick one if you want me to read it and then start working on it. Kind of have to do that with all of them though. Kind of have to read it to understand what is going on. I do have a second thing. So I have my phone out so I can read. So while I work on the books, I can read what's in the chat. Um, is it me? It's just a theory. Do that. X out. Let's see how long it lasts. Say someone else is in, or will it say as that I left? You know what? In a little bit, I'll just choose one myself. I might start with not mermaid. Um, Cursed could be a good one. Okay, right now the three that I'm having a debate about is the Son of a God, Curse Wishes, and Rise. Those are the three I mostly work on. The other two are kind of iffy, I should say. And I'll explain why if you guys ask me to do one of them. So it isn't me. It's in. So get back on so I can see chat. Okay, so we're gonna do Rise of the Elements. Rise of the Elements by Schmitty R. Smith. In the small Des Moines suburb of Waukee, it's a lovely two-story house. Starproof siding was nearly black, if it hadn't been for the garage door light. All the windows in the house were pitch black, and it seemed like the house was lifeless. In one of the second-story rooms was a young teenage boy sleeping. The boy was in pain. Let's see why. Nobody. A young man is walking down the street. Everyone is greeting him with kind hellos. As the boy passes an older man sitting on his porch, he looks up at the boy and smiles. Good morning, Jason, the man said. The boy turned his way and smiled back. Good morning, Mr. Wood. Lovely day out, isn't it? It sure is, kiddo. The sun is shining and not a cloud in the sky. Couldn't have asked for a better day. I totally agree with you, Mr. Wood. I'd love to stay and chat, but I just got done with my morning walk and I'm on my way home. My parents have work today, so I'm babysitting my little sister. I see. Well, have a good day. Tell your parents I said hello. Jason then continued his walk home. The walk was going to take him a while. He walks pretty far. He's about 15 blocks away from his house. So he pulled out his phone and looked through his contacts. He stopped on his friend Max's contact. He hesitated for a bit, then hit call. The phone rang for a bit, then a high-pitched voice came on. Hello? The voice asked. Hey, Max, Jason replied. Oh, hey, Jason. What's up, man? Not much, just on my morning walk. What about you? I'm playing the new FPS that Light Games came out with. It's called Light of Fire. It's actually not that bad compared to Light's other FPS games. Jason started to chuckle. Let me guess. You pulled an all-nighter playing it. Max started to laugh. You know me so well. Jason then got an idea. Hey, you want to hang out later? Yeah, but if we do, we'll have to invite Erin. You know how she gets when we do something without her. So Max is kind of like going through puberty right now, so that's why he has the uh kind of like this voice, kind of how I pictured him. True. Then give me a sec. I'm gonna add her to the call. Jason then went scrolling through his contacts and stopped on Erin's name. Pressed the call button and waited for her to pick up. The ringing stopped and a girl's voice came on. Sounded like she just woke up. Hello, she said. Hey, sleepyhead. You want to hang out with me and Max today? She yawned. Yeah. What time though? I have Max on hold, so we can discuss after. We can discuss that. We can discuss that after I merge the calls. Fine. Jason then went back to Max's call and clicked the merge button. Guys, what time do you want to hang out today? Max wasn't paying any attention. Something must have gone wrong in his game because he started to yell, God damn it! Son of a bitch! Max! Erin screamed. Oh crap. Oh crap. He picked up the phone. Sorry. Forgot I was still on the phone. Now what's up? Max was quiet for a bit. How about now? Like I could use crap. Like I could use a break from the games. And I mean I really need it because I'm about to throw the controller. Erin? Yeah, I guess. It's time for me to get up anyways. Okay then. Are we meeting at our normal place then? He asked. Jason asked. Yes, Erin and Max said at the same time. Okay then. Well, I'm not far from the bridge, so I guess I'll meet you guys there. Jason then hung up and turned on the nearest street. He was about 2 blocks from the group's hangout. Her friends hang around one of the abandoned railroad bridges. It has its own abandoned shack and a little pond. Um, Jason walked in the bridge's direction, and as he was about a block away, a small girl walked up behind him and jabbed him in the legs. He went down on one knee. He was quiet for a sec and started to laugh. Good to see you too, Aaron. Do you always have to do that? The girl came from behind Jason. She had a devilish grin on her face. Of course, dummy. It's the perks of you being tall. Aaron laughed. She chuckled. I hope you know I'm always going. Hope you know I'm always going to be tall. He said with a laugh. Yeah, I know. Weren't you born in the Netherlands or some European country, and that's where you get your height from? Part of that is correct. Yes, I'm from the Netherlands, but no, I was not born there. My parents, on the other hand, were, and I get my height from both of them. My parents are actually above average, even for our heritage. The average height for Dutch men is 5'11", and that's base height. My dad is 6'10", and the average height for Dutch women is around 5'6" or 5'7". Yeah, my mom is 6'8", and is still the smallest girl in our family. So it wasn't gonna be a big shock that by the time I was in high school that I would be around 6'2". Thanks for the facts, dude, but don't do that till school is actually in session, Aaron said, annoyed. Then she realized something. Wait, if you weren't born in the Netherlands, then where the hell were you born? Because you didn't move to Des Moines until 3rd grade. Huh. Now that I think about it, I haven't told you. Starts filling. Fine. So while my parents were in the Netherlands, they were starting. So while my parents were in the Netherlands, things were starting to get bad in the city they lived in. More people were getting robbed and jumped, and my mom was pregnant with me. So they decided to move to a small town in America where my dad's brother Finn moved to a couple years before. Wait. Aaron interrupted. Yes, Jason said, confused. What city was so bad that your parents decided to move as they were having a kid? Because why not have you in the Netherlands, then move to America? Because the city they lived in was Amsterdam, and the nearest hospital was having kids stolen from it. So they packed everything and moved to America. Their first flight landed them in Chicago, then they got on a smaller flight and headed for Des Moines, where they met my Uncle Finn. My uncle then drove them to the town he lived in. This town was called Manning. Manning, as small as it was and still is, had its own hospital. So after they moved in with my uncle for a few months, they started meeting with the doctors at the hospital. They also found a house out in the country where they could raise a family. And so they bought the house and moved out of my uncle's. About 2 months down the road, uh, I believe about 2 months down the road after moving, I came into the picture. I was born in room 203 at Manning Regional Healthcare Center. So there you go. Now you know where I was born and grew up. Interesting. So then one of these days we'll have to go see Manning. See if you recognized it. Jason's face darkened. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that. he said with a grim tone. Aaron looked up at him, confused. Why not? It's the place where you grew up. Why don't you want to see it? His eyes narrowed. That, that place caused me nothing but pain. Like hell I would ever walk back into that town. The town treated my parents and I like we were nothing. They made fun of us for being foreign. They called us names and threw stuff at our house. Don't even get me started on that school. You have teachers who don't give a flying F about. I don't want to say that. Flying F about you and are only there for the money. Did absolutely nothing but sit on their happy asses and read a magazine. He looked up in the sky and yelled, "Fuck you, Manning, Iowa." And I just said it. God dang it. So back there, he says you have teachers who don't give a flying fuck. Aaron was worried. Come on, man, you can't be that serious about the town. I highly doubt that the teachers were that bad. I mean, look at what we got for teachers here. Yeah, Manning's teachers were 10 times worse than ours, especially Burkowski. His face turned to pure rage. It should nothing. It shouldn't have a damn clue on how to raise a kid, let alone teach one. Why? What was so bad about her? So in the second grade, we had pretty big desks. Okay, these desks had an opening in them, so we could put our supplies in them. Now, boy, my class had walked in and decided to work on the art project we got the other day. He went to his desk and reached in for his scissors. Now, this kid's desk was a mess, a huge mess, and finding things was a challenge. So it wasn't a surprise when we found out that his scissors were open when he grabbed them. So when he pulled them out, he cut himself. None of us knew until we heard a girl scream. All of us turned to see why she screamed, and the kid's whole arm was covered in blood. Like, I mean, covered. One of the girls in the front of the room took one look and threw up, then fainted. Some of the others and I took action and tried to help. I was walking with the boy covered in blood, and the two others picked up the unconscious girl. We were about to leave the room when Burkowski walked in. She took one look at us and screamed like a banshee. She yelled at the boy I was helping and said, "You see, this is why you should have a clean desk, you stupid boy." Then then she turned to the girl and yelled at her for no real reason. She yelled at she yelled at the others, saying, "Put her down. She's faking it." One of the boys hold one of the kids holding her looked at Burkowski and said that her skin was cold. Her skin was cold. I gotta say that right. Burkowski didn't believe a word we were saying. So I just ignored her and turned to the others and said, "Come on, guys, let's just get them at to the nurse." We all started to walk out the door when Burkowski followed us out of the room and yelled at us. She said, "Go straight to the office," after dropping the two off at the nurse. When we walked into the nurse's station, she looked up at us and screamed. She told me to take the boy right. She told me to take the boy right to her so she could clean him up. Just so she can clean him up. And she told the others to lay the girl down on the medical bed. After we did what we were told, the others and I started to walk out the door and head for the office. But the nurse yelled at us to come back. We did what we did, and she then started to ask us questions on what happened. So we told her everything. Her face was a different kind of rage. So so she told us to stay here and wait for the principal to show up. The nurse then walked to the door on the other side of her room, which was connected to the main office, and not soon after, our principal walked in. She was in utter shock at what she saw. She then asked us what happened, and we told her what we told the nurse. She had a frown on her face. Then her face went blank. "Don't worry, boys. You're not in trouble. Let me take you back to class, okay?" As we walked back through the as we walked through the hall back to Prakaski's, we were quiet. We were too scared to say anything on account of the principal being there. We were also afraid of what Prakaski would say when she saw us walk back into her room. As we opened the door to her class, the other kids were also quiet. They didn't want to be the ones who told Prakaski that the principal was here with us. When we walked into the room, she looked up from her desk to see us and started yelling, "You dumb kids! I told you to hold on. Dumb kids! I told you to go straight to the office. But of course you don't listen. You're too stu." Just then Miss Porter, our principal, walked in behind us. Murkowski got quiet. Miss Porter turned to us and told us to go to our seats. We did what she said, and as we walked to our desk, she turned back to Murkowski, and her frown reappeared. "My office, right now," Miss Porter said sternly to Murkowski. Murkowski then started for the door, and Miss Porter followed behind her. We sat there for about 10, 15 minutes. And Murkowski walked back in, and her face said it all. She was mad that the kid she tried to get in trouble got her in trouble instead. She went back to her desk and didn't say a word. She looked at me and the others with a look of hatred. Kids started getting books out to read while she pouted. The boy walked back the boy walked back into class. Murkowski's eyes fixed on him, and it seemed like she was going to kill the kid. She got up from her desk and went to his desk and dumped everything out. Everyone kept quiet, but we all were thinking the same thing. We wanted to strangle her. When she put the desk down, she turned to the boy, who was in utter fear. "Clean all this up. Clean all this up and organize your desk, you clueless boy." As she walked back to her desk, the boy walked to his desk and started picking things up in place and placing them as neatly as he could. Everyone in the class felt so bad for what she was doing to him, that we all got up and started to help. We started to help him. We helped him pick things up and place them on his desk. help. Kowski saw this and started to yell. She told us to head back to our seats and have him do it himself. None of us listened to her because after dumping his things on the ground, we stopped caring about what she wanted. We learned real fast that day that even second graders weren't going to take her shit. But she still tried to put her fear in our eyes to make us feel small. After we helped the boy, she started going around to other kids' desks and tried to dump their things onto the floor. Kids whose desk she'd walk up to started to run toward their desks, their hands on their desks so she wouldn't dump anything. I was still with the boy, helping arrange things so she didn't get mad. A girl then said, "Hey, Jason, you better go to your desk before she dumps it." I turned to see Burkowski at my desk, just staring at it, not saying a word. She then started to pick it up, and I walked as slow as I could to the desk. As I walked, she dumped everything in my desk out onto the floor. One particular thing fell out with my supplies, and when Prokowski saw it, she put it she put it down on her she put down my desk and picked it up. Once again, Aaron interrupted the story. What was it? Now it looked like Jason was going to cry. All the hate in his eyes died, and he just stared at the ground, and sighed and looked up at Aaron. Now is not a good time. I'll tell you later. If it's today, I don't know. It could be for a very long time. Why isn't it a good time? But when she looked into his eyes, she saw that talking about this was making him upset. She hated to make him cry, and sometimes she she didn't even mean to. Sorry, Jay. Stop if you'd like. Sorry. It's just something I don't want to talk about. That's what I have written for now. If you guys have suggestions for the two viewers watching, I would be glad to listen to them. Or if you'd like to go to a different book, by all means. I guess we sit here and wait. But while we wait, I guess I can continue the story. And next. You guys don't have to be shy. You can say anything if you want. I won't judge. Oh crap! I didn't even realize the time. um. Once again, if you the other books are Cursed Wishes, A Mermaid's Soul, The Life-Changing Bet, and The Son of a God. If you'd like me to stay on Rise, that's okay. But most of my videos and live streams will be this from now on. Most of them. I will be doing some Minecraft and stuff here and there, but this is this is actually what I do for a living. So, and yes, I do it for a living. I wrote a stars. I was happy when someone gave it a 4. Um, but I wrote a book and got it published through Amazon. It's called A Wolf's Heart by Schmitty R. Smith, which is actually my real name's Ethan, but I go by Schmitty. So that's what I go by. And it's so bad, dude. The grammar is horrid. I sometimes left out some punctuation, some grammar. I do believe I left out some. I left out in one chapter. I left out a period at the end of the goddamn chapter. But yeah, and then at the end, I rushed it hardcore, hardcore. Just chocolate. I don't know what the fuck it is. Um, I don't feel like reading that one out. That one is actually. I'm gonna go check it and see if anything has changed. Nope, still 6. 6 reviews. One from a person I know. The second I don't know. I don't even have a clue who he is. Brady Lemke. Nope, don't know. So it is the book is a 48 4.8 book, but it should be way lower. I could make a TikTok series about this. Huh. I don't know yet. Oh, it's just complete black. Do 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 do. Can I see who's watching? I don't know. The fuck was that? Did not realize that. Chat publicly as a gaming. Yep. Come on, guys, don't be shy. Come on, show me what you got. What you want. To be honest, I now have more. You two are more viewers than I get on Twitch, so kind of better. I hate roosters. Table usually all connecting. Okay. You could write some notes right now. But yeah. The one I was looking for. God, I have so many of these. Self-discipline, self-love. This was my idea for a mermaid soul. Are you serious? Hold on. I actually got to read this because I kind of want to see where I went with it. I then thought about being a brat. She took Jasmine's phone and got up. What do you think you're doing? Jasmine asks. Trying to get my girlfriend's attention. What are you talking about? I'll give you all my attention. Yeah, but I'm feeling selfish. Jasmine caught on to what she was saying. What she was up to. She got up and started walking towards Sky. Sky then backed up and started running. Jasmine ran after her. Her red hair was flying through the air. She caught up to Sky and I don't remember what I said. Brought her down. She looked into her girlfriend's deep blue eyes. Sky was smiling and giggling. I looked up into Jasmine's brown eyes and couldn't help but laugh. Oh, now I know what I was going with. I think the end of Wolf's Heart, but other than that, dumpster fire. Other books. Let's see if I have any others that I started writing in one of these. I know in one of these composition notebooks I have drawings of Max and Aaron and well, not Max because like the character, the guy who I was was the like I was trying to make was gonna make like Max air and Aaron earth and then a bunch of DXD stuff. Sudokus. And that's it. But I know I have more. And those are just notebooks. Here's my drawing paper. Do I even still have my. I do. I'll clean up that later. Why do I still have this? So this is the cover of a wolf's heart. This is the cover. I did my own hand version draw of it, but that one sucked. But it still ended up going on the goddamn thing. So save these. Crap. Throw the rest away. This can definitely go in the fucking trash. Damn it. But I know I have other compositions. There's that. Yep. And I got two more. At one point while I was writing, I wanted to create my own Power Ranger series. Call it Jungle Pride instead of Jungle Fury. It was okay. So the names were Power Rangers Jungle Pride, Power Rangers Wild Pride, Power Rangers Wild Charge, Power Rangers Jungle Force, and apparently I chose Wild Pride. Characters: Justin, Britton, Easton, Nicole, Jamie, Sharo, Justin, Britton, Easton, Nicole. There's one. Two girls, three boys. Red Ranger, Britton, yellow. Britton was the Yellow Ranger. Easton was the green. Nicole was the blue, and Jamie was the pink. So on Unleash the Beast, which Beast Morphers did. So High school, Justin is running through the hall trying to get to his class. Sometime he ran into Nicole, dropped her tech project. Watch where you're going. Sorry, in a rush. Justin and everything was picked up. They walked in different directions. Easton was walking through the halls, looking at everything. With the new kid, he didn't know anything. He wasn't watching where he was going, and he ran into Juan. Juan was this big, tall guy that looked like a bear. He pushed Easton out of the way. Sorry, watch where you're walking, kid. Easton, I'm sorry I didn't see you. New here. Juan tried to punch him, but he dodged it. Yes, and I'm sorry. Kids started to gather around. You need to learn how to respect your seniors. And for another punch, but Easton grabbed his wrist and pulled him to the ground. The principal then walked on the scene. Easton Marsh, this isn't how you present yourself on your first day. Brenton was out on the front ball field kicking footballs. The goal, and Jimmy was running on the track field. They heard the bell ring, but they didn't do anything. Principal Connors came out onto the field. Jamie stopped running. He waved his finger to come to him. They they walked up to Britton, who wasn't paying any attention. Connors tapped him on the shoulder. He jumped high when he saw Connors. He lowered his head and started to walk with Connors. As they walked through the halls, the fire alarm went off and they ran into the room it was coming from. Soon the entire school was nothing but bells ringing. In the science room, Nicole's project was on fire and students were running out of the room. She looked upset. After everyone came back inside, Nicole joined the others in detention. Connors called on the um, and called for Justin Scott. Okay. Behind that, so I was gonna name the main character Justin Scott after Jason Scott, and to be honest, after reading this, it kind of reminds me of Dino Thunder because, like in Dino Thunder, the principal walks up to like I believe Kira is playing guitar, and she can't have musical instruments on the school campus. Ethan set off the not the fire alarms, but the sprinklers, and was the only one holding a umbrella. And then Connor was kicking soccer balls into the. Oh, it was Miss Randall, who turned out to be the villain. Actually, did I write anything else in that thing? Other, I did. Wrote a lot into this. But the script did not actually, the one I wrote on Google was not like this, and I kind of like this one better though. Attention guide. Right? Well, are the kids ready? Yeah, I think today will be a walk in the woods. He turned to the group to the road. As Justin drove them to the woods on the outside of town, they parked at one of the walking parking lots. Now you guys have to stay in my sight. Yeah, Britton. Yeah, Brain Boy. So, hey, not my fault you got in trouble. Where did I go, Nicole? Where did I go wrong? You never get detention. As they walked through the forest, all the kids looking around and were amazed at everything. Just then, a monster started to attack the group in front of them. Come on, come on. He then ran off to help. Justin, wait, let's talk about this. Easton, there's no time to talk. Let's go. He and the girls ran off to help. He stayed behind and just watched. He didn't know what to do. Guys, come back. I have to watch you. The others attacked with all their might as they drove off the monster. Britain went for a kick, and the monster fell on the ground. Just wait, humans. Shao will return. We'll rule all the world. We'll rule all of the world. Austin ran away. Britain walked back to Justin and grabbed his shirt. What was that? We could have used your help. Then pushed Justin into a tree, and he disappeared. What the? Justin, are you alright? The others ran to the tree to see where he was. Justin, yeah, just fine. Thank God I didn't kill you. Thank God I didn't kill you. Wait, y- Justin, just then he heard an eagle call. Wait, did you guys hear that? Jamie, hear what? Come on, we gotta get Justin out of there, out of the hole. Justin then heard a lion roar. Wait, Justin then heard a lion roar. Wait, I heard something too. Come on down. There seems to be a path down here. And now it's going into Wild Force. Nicole, but what if we can't get out? Ethan, who cares? Let's have a adventure. He then leapt into the hole. Britain followed after, but the girls stayed behind. Nicole then heard a dolphin whining. Yeah, maybe we should go. She then jumped down to the hole. Jimmy, I guess we're skipping our walk. She then jumped down and joined the others. Justin was sure everyone was down with him. They started to walk down the path. When they came to the end of the path, they found stairs. Lights started to appear down the stairs. Lights then lit up a temple that had been hidden by the rocks. Britain, that's not good. Justin, why? It's never a good sign when torches light up by themselves. Fair point. Amy, shouldn't we turn back? I mean, what if we're gone too long? Houston, who cares? Let's go. He ran down the stairs and headed for the temple. The others followed after. When they got into the temple. There was a box at the end of the hall. Houston was sitting at the end the throne that was behind the box. Houston, look guys, I'm the king. Hey, get down. We have no idea what this place could hide. You guys hear anything? The lion got louder and louder with every step he got closer to the box. Let's open it. Easton, you got up and walked to the box. Let's open it. Cool. Are you kidding me? Why would we open it? Because we all hear the animal coming from it. I hear an elephant. Brenton says he heard an eagle. Look, I'm the new kid, and from what I can tell, we were meant to meet each other. Now let's open this thing. He's right, let's do it. Justin walked up to the box. He didn't want to open it, but he wanted to know what was in it, what he was hearing. He started to push. Soon all five of them were pushing. They cracked it. They cracked it ajar, and a dark mass appeared out of the box. Ha 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 ha! Finally, I'm free. The mass materialized, and it was a human. It bowed. Sharo, you five have freed me, so you will be my servants. Wait, five? No, it can't be. Get ready to attack. Then a white flash appeared, and Sharo stumbled back. Curse you! Light took Sharo out of the temple, and that was the last of it. When the light returned, it formed into another human, but this one seemed nice. Sorry about that. Just a 100-year fight. Nice to meet you. I'm Kobe. Okay, that's it. I'm out. The five of them stood up and started for the door. Justin turned around and something told him to stay. Hold on, guys. Remember what Easton said? We were meant to be together. It's our fault that Sharo is out. We should do our part and Okay, that's bad writing. That is really bad writing. But I was about 17 when I wrote that. And I'm turning 19 this year. No, I was 16 when I wrote that one. Yeah, I was still 16. Wow, you guys are really fucking quiet. You know, I could do this. Where did I put the fucking? Where did I put it? Right in front of me. Not what I wanted to do, but okay. No. No, someone left. They're going to bed. Having fun. There's that. And I bet one of you guys could write that one better than I could. Ugh. wish it would tell you, but it doesn't. Um, so I guess that will end today's stream. Hope you guys like the story of Rise of the Elements. I will be back tomorrow, I believe. And we'll pick up where we left off. And always have a freaky day.